Hello, welcome back. So this short little video on Ohm's Law. For those of you that are struggling to understand what voltage, current and resistance is. So first off, if you don't mind doing the old honours and hitting subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. If you know anyone that wants to learn a little bit about this stuff, share along. So we have voltage, which is the potential difference of electricity measured in volts, believe it or not. We have current, which is known as the symbol I, and that's measured in amperes or amps. Then you have resistance, which is the restrictive force or back pressure, if you like, or basically the resistance for the electricity to flow through the wire or whatever it's flowing through, and that is measured in ohms. Okay, so we have Ohm's law, which is V equals I times R. So voltage equals current times resistance. Okay, current equals voltage divided by resistance, for instance, right? And also resistance is voltage divided by current. So if you write it, V over I times R. Okay, but now you've got that, I want you to think, what is voltage? Well, what is potential difference? Now, I've been trying to explain this for ages and it's such a struggle. You've probably heard the water analogy of, you know, the amount of water that goes through the pipe and the resistance to the water to flow, and then you've got the pressure of the pipe, with the voltage being the pressure in the pipe, the current being the amount of water that's flowing through the pipe, and the resistance is the pipe's resistance to the water to flow, which is very well and good if you understand hydraulics. But here's a little easier one. I think it's easier. Let me know in the comments below. Voltage is potential difference. Think of it as height. Okay? So we drop there, right? Your voltage, call that 2 volts, for instance, right? Okay? That's from that height to that level, right? Where it stops. It can't go any further down than that, but it can only fall from this height. Okay, this is your potential difference. This is your voltage drop, if you like. Then you have current. Now, current, okay, is a little bit different. It's about how many electrons are flowing through the wire. Now, there's a little thing with electrons flowing through the wire. If you don't understand electrons, I'm going to try and do a little analogy for you. So here we have, call it 1 electron. This is the electron container. Okay, takes that long. Okay, notice how long it, how it sounded when it hit there. Okay, we've got box magnets for the other project. Put a little box of magnets in there, right? Imagine there's lots of electrons in those magnets. Okay, the voltage is the same. Okay, the voltage is the same. The height is the same. I've put extra electrons in my box. Notice how much harder it hits. Right? That's because there is now more current, or there are more electrons in my box. Okay? Now if I put some more electrons in my box, there's not a lot, these are very light electrons, these ones, alright? We're going to go even harder, right? So the voltage remains the same, so you can have a 12 volt system, right? But if you put more electrons in your box, more amps, right, then you will get more power. Okay, which brings me on to the next part, which is resistance. Well, resistance is the ability to stop that from moving. So now we've got a voltage, right, and our current working together. There is air pushing back up, trying to stop the box. If I were to use a piece of paper like this, right, the resistance is quite high to that piece of paper coming from that same voltage, but that resistance was quite high for that little amount of electrons. Okay, if I were to take all my electrons out of this box, right, the resistance slows the box down. Okay, very hard, maybe you need to put that back in slow-mo, but it moves ever so slightly slower. Okay, so this is all linked together. V equals I times R. If you know two of them, you can find out the other one. Now, there's one further point regarding this, which is the next step is power. Okay, you heard about power. Oh, I got a powerful car. I got a powerful punch. I got powerful this. Right? What is that? Well, your power is your volts times your amps, which is why I did this analogy. This, the volts times that amount of electrons, that amps, is quite light. So it's quite low in power. Okay. Now, if I put all these electrons back in here, right, and I can get my mate to come and stick his head under here, he might punch me afterwards. But you can hear the difference. There's a lot more power when it stops at that bench, when the resistance becomes maximum, right? So that's really it. And if you can understand that, you can pretty much understand the whole of electrics and electronics, because everything revolves around, remember my words, revolves around Ohm's Law and certain other laws. But if you understand Ohm's Law, then you can understand pretty much everything that's going on. Okay? Or you can use the other laws to understand what's going on, because they all interrelate, because it's a closed circuit, it's a closed system. I hope that helped, and if you know anyone else that would benefit, please share. Okay, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you later.